Let's sing together. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Joy. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing joy today. Love. I'm choosing love today. Let me hear you sing. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing love today. Beauty. I'm choosing beauty today. I'm choosing beauty today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing beauty today. Peace. I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing peace. Last time we sing heaven. I'm choosing heaven today. Sing it out. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven. One more time together. Walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. All right, and why don't you stand up for this next one? We are going to sing Join Together. All right, here we go. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. Repeat. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. You sing. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Join, love, 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 joined together, together in love. All right, now we're gonna say joy. Here we go. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. You sing. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. All right, now take this time to say hello to the beautiful people next to you. All right, head back to your seats and we're going to break it down. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. Clap! We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. Peace, 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 joined together, together in peace. Peace, 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 joined together, together in peace. And then we're all gonna say, join together. We say, join together. Join together. Join together. Join together, together in love. 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 Thank you.
Look at us all joined together in love. Good morning, beautiful center. I'm Reverend Carla Shiratis, and we thank you for bringing your gift, your presence, your love into this atmosphere of worship. It's just such a blessing here this morning. And welcome to CSLCV.org. If you're streaming us today. The Buddha said, every morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. And we are delighted that you've joined us today because you've made it a commitment to yourself to honor the spirit within you. It's such a gorgeous thing to do. And we're going to get started this morning reading our opening ceremony, performing the flames of faith. We perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples, all faiths, all sentient beings come from one great universal presence, which we call Spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought experience, which we honor here today. We light the candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We honor and light the candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light the candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. And as our practitioner Cheryl Lineman lights the last candle, let it represent the reason that brought you here today. Well, we can't find our bell, but we'll be taking 2 moments together just to honor this sacred silence. Please join me.
And now, if you would please join me in prayer. This is what I know. I know that God is power. God is one presence, one love, one harmony, and all-knowing. And I know God is all, and all is God. And I am happy and complete today and forever. And within me is that which is perfect and complete. It is the spirit of all life, truth, and action. I am happy in the certain knowledge of this inner light. I cannot be sad or sorry, but must radiate joy and life, for life is within me now. And I declare that this meeting of knowledge spoken today is truth and in perfect harmony and perfection. And I give thanks and gratitude for our ministers, our practitioners, and our volunteers, and our beautiful, beautiful people that are sitting here with me today. And I am so happy and complete with having this knowledge, and that our relationship with God is unshakable, unbreakable, and this union can never be depleted. And I release these words into the law, knowing the work has already been taken care of, and I know the law receives and executes, and so it is. So if you join me reading our global vision, we see a world that works for all, where all life is honored as expressions of the divine, where kinship with all life prospers, where spiritual guidance is valued, and where there is peace, harmony, and justice for all. And please join me in the affirmation for today. My life expands love to new heights, and so it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl. We're in for a double treat because I think Mark Wood was here just last month, was it? Father's Day, and we get to have him here again. Please join me in welcoming this incredible artist, Mark Wood.
Back so soon, eh? Yeah. It's really nice. I appreciate the call, Karyn. So, we're gonna do a little thing here that was by a band called the Bellamy Brothers back in the 70s, I think. And we hope you enjoy. It's called Let Your Love Flow. Let me get it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you remember it. There's a reason for the sunshine sky. There's a reason I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when the love light shines all around us. So let it grab you deep inside. Send a reason for your love can't hide nothing the ceiling. The love light shine all around you. You wanna sing? Come on. Well, let your love flow. I can never speak. Let your love grow. It's honest and plain. Let your love show. You know what I mean? It's the season. Let your love like a bird on a wing. Let your love grow. We're all living things and let your love shine. You know what I mean? It's a reason. There's a reason for love's sweet night. And there's a reason for the candlelight easy. When your love light shines all around us. Let them wonder, take you deep in space and lay you under. The love is falling. Let it smallest of things and let your love show. You know what I mean? It's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on the wing. Let your love find all living things and let your love shine. You'll know what I mean. It's the season. Hey Ed, you want to play a little guitar? Everybody. Play a little piano now, come on. Here we go. Well, let your love flow like a mountain stream. Let your love grow to the smallest of things and let your love show. And you know what I mean, it's the season. Well, let your love fly like a bird on a wing and let your love guide the smallest of things and let your love show. And you know what I mean, it's the reason. Let's do it again. I want to hear you. Well, let your love shine like a mountain stream and let your love find all living things and let your love shine. You know what I mean? It's the reason. Well, let your love fly like a bird on the wing and let your love find you to the smallest of things and let your love shine. And you know what I mean? It's the reason. Give this band a hand. Come on. Oh, you can make more noise than that on a beautiful Sunday morning. Come on. One more. One more. One more. Give these guys a hand back here and over here. Congratulations on a wonderful, wonderful interpretation, gentlemen.
All right.
Shall we do another? Am I done or do I?
You're done for now.
Okay.
Thank you. You can go and take a break for a little bit. Can you hear me? Not yet. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. I'm on. I know I'm on.
Let me move this mic out of your way, too. It's distracting.
My mic is on. Oh, there I am. Good morning. This was absolutely grace right here, happening right here before our eyes. That music, we have had a couple of last-minute changes, and it just comes together so beautifully by the grace of God. Thank you, Mark, for being here, and our drummer and our bass player. That's definitely God in action right there. So I wanted to start with a story about a gentleman. Woo. His name is Kevin, and his wife, Sue. They live in Chicago. And this past winter, they decided to take a trip down to Florida to get some relief from the cold. So he booked a trip down to Florida. His wife was on a business trip, so she was going to meet him there the next day. So he gets to Florida, and he checks in, and then he says, I'm going to send a quick email to my wife. And so he says, I'm going to just let her know I'm here. And so he does that, but in his haste, he misses her address. He misses her address by one character. And so his email ends up being received by an elderly preacher's wife. And she had just lost her husband the day before. So she opens her email, and she goes, she screams, and she falls to the floor. And her family comes in, rushes in, sees her on the floor, and looks at the email. And this is what it says. Dearest wife, just checked in.
Everything's prepared for your arrival tomorrow. Signed, your eternally loving husband. P.S. Sure is hot down here. That was called the email from hell. So last week, Alice spoke about the launch of love and how forgiveness could be one of the most profound acts of love and set us free. Today's message is about love's ascent, not love's fragrance, not love's agreement, but about the raising and praising the upward movement of love, literally and metaphorically. So love's ascent is about the power of love and what it does to elevate us, to create more joy in our lives and also in the world. So I think it's a widely accepted idea that all living things seek joy and want to avoid suffering. And last week, Alice shared with us some ideas from what the Buddhists call the 4 immeasurables. And so I am in a Buddhist Sangha, and at each meeting, the 4 immeasurables are always recited, and I wanted to share them with you. It goes like this. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings never be separate from the supreme joy that is beyond all sorrow. May all beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. And these virtuous qualities of their loving kindness and compassion and sympathetic joy and equanimity. And the Buddhists, they practice these things not just for themselves, but for all living things. And as religious scientists, we have a common belief in oneness. And so I think at our highest level of consciousness, we all want the same thing. So when we're coming from that place of pure love, of pure spirit, of the Christ consciousness within us, the 4 immeasurables are also ours. We want to see people happy. We want to see people joyful. So I like to think about comedians because, comedians always want to make you laugh, right? They always want to bring joy. And that laughter improves mood. It reduces stress. It actually relaxes muscles. It also has benefits like improving your immunity and improving your heart health because of the joy it brings. So the wise Rick Dale once said, laughter is one of the purest and most spontaneous forms of joy. And this is why you'll always see him cracking a joke, even when it's bad. And he does a lot of those. Whenever we visit the Dale family, there's always laughter. There's always joy. And I think that's one of the reasons why his mother, Odine, lived 101 and a half years. Every time I saw Odine, she practiced joy. She had a smile on her face. She made everyone around her feel special because of her actions and her words. She was truly the epitome of Southern hospitality. And she was a light at her retirement home till the last day. And because she acted with love, she was happy and joyful. Now, I know that you didn't come here today for a math lesson. Yet, I wanted to share with you this equation. I'm going to spin this around here. See if this works. Can you see that? All right. So, where J equals joy, and L equals love, and K is a positive constant, here's today's message. This equation says that for every unit of joy, every unit of love, joy increases by that much. So we have twice as much love, we're going to have twice as much joy. 10 times as much love, 10 times as much joy. And this equation works equally for every one of us, just like any math equation. So what's ours to do is to increase that positive constant, that K, consistently. And we do this by practicing acts of love. So when I was a little girl, the words "I love you," those were not really heard or said. I mean, we knew it, but it wasn't heard or said. I don't know if it's a cultural thing, a Japanese family, but on my father's side of the family, probably 90% of them didn't speak English, nor were they in the country. But my mom's side of the family were like second, third, and fourth generation Americans, but I never heard those words, like even spoken at any family events. But my grandfather on my mother's side, he was what Japanese call a Nisei, and that's a second generation American, a child to immigrant parents. He would visit us, and we got to be close when I was younger, but then as he got older, he developed Parkinson's disease, and he wasn't able to communicate with anyone. But later, as it turned out, he ended up with pneumonia. He ended up in the hospital, so I went to see him, and he was laying in his bed, and he looked really frail. He was a tiny man, and I went in to hug him, and I said, "I love you, Grandpa." When I stepped back, tears were dripping from his face. I don't know if he's ever heard those words before in his life. I'd never seen my grandfather cry. What I know is those were tears of joy. That's what it was. Love as an active noun is a small act you can do, like saying "I love you," or "I'm there for you," or maybe simply a smile, like Tony. And this is just one example of this equation right here, increasing joy through an act of love. So do we have any Tony Robbins firewalkers out there? Yay! Woohoo! All right. About 25 years ago, I became a firewalker at a Tony Robbins Unleash the Power Within weekend. He's a hero of mine. And 2,000 or 3,000 of us got to watch this brilliant man transform lives right there before our very own eyes with his love and his wisdom. And when the topic of love arises, he always says that love is more about what we do than what we feel. In his book, Awaken the Giant Within, he writes extensively about love being a verb, something that needs to be demonstrated through actions. And as a lot of his work revolves around the idea that fulfillment, the joy, comes from contributing to others with love, right here. In his week-long event, I went to Date with Destiny, which is just an amazing transformative weekend. We personally saw him transform a couple's life. They were headed toward divorce. They were both very sad. And after a long interview with both of them, in front of these thousands of people, Tony identified that the husband had stopped expressing love in the way the wife needed. So on the spot, he challenged him to act on love immediately. So there was a deep moment of vulnerability where he said, "I love you," while fully present, and followed it with a big, huge, like 5-minute long hug. Now, we don't know if it solved all their problems, but we saw those people for the rest of the week. They had smiles on their faces. They were affectionate. They were more joyful that week. So when I was a little girl, my hero was Mr. Rogers. Gotta love Mr. Rogers. This is what he said about love. Love isn't a perfect state of caring. It is an active noun, like struggle. To love someone is to strive to accept that person exactly the way he or she is, right here and now. So he is also calling love an active noun, meaning that love isn't just a feeling or a thing, it's something you do, a continuous effort and a choice. Love lives in the actions. Love lives in our daily decisions to show up for one another, to listen, to make someone laugh, to make someone smile. It doesn't have to look like some huge grand gesture or dramatic declaration. Each one of us is capable, through simple acts of love, of creating that joy. So I want to talk about that love expressed in the four immeasurables. And this is what the Christian theology calls agape love. So in 1957, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave one of his most powerful talks, Loving Your Enemies. He said, "Love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you." He went on to say, when we rise to love on the agape level, we begin to love man, not because they are likable, but because God loves them. For him, love was not just a feeling, but a principle of action. That action word again. For him, agape love defeated hate, transformed society, and upheld human dignity. So in Christianity, agape is the highest form of love. It is unconditional, and it is rooted in divine grace. Divine grace. And divine grace is not just a Christian idea. It's found in all of these religions that we have lit the candles for this morning. That collectively they point to the idea that grace is not earned, but given by God out of love. It's there for each one of us. Doesn't matter what religion we are. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, said, "Grace is the givingness of spirit to its creation. It cannot be withheld. It is unconditional love of God in action." That's the grace. So back to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s message. He's calling us to allow divine grace to collectively lift us up to that place of agape love, that place of the four immeasurables. He's calling us to recognize each person's intrinsic worth. And, are you ready for this one? Seek their redemption, not their defeat. It's a challenge. It's a radical, courageous love. A love that resists evil without violence. A love that holds fast to the belief in the dignity and the value of every person, even one's enemy. So many, many years ago at our center, way back in our San Juan Capistrano days, we had a guest speaker, and his story has stayed with me ever since, and I wanted to share it with you today. His name was Azim Kamisa. On January 21st, 1995, his life changed forever when his 20-year-old son, Tariq, then a college student at San Diego State University, was fatally shot while delivering pizzas during a gang initiation. The shooter, Tony Hicks, was only 14 years old at the time. Rather than pursue anger or vengeance, Azim embraced forgiveness, believing there were victims at both ends of the gun. In memory of Tariq, Azim founded the Tariq Kamisa Foundation, which focuses on preventing youth violence by teaching accountability, empathy, nonviolence, and restorative justice in schools and communities. Notably, Azim reconciled with Tony's grandfather, Ples Felix, and invited him to collaborate in the foundation's mission. They have since delivered powerful presentations to young people together. In 2018, when Tony Hicks became eligible for parole, Azim and Ples supported his release. After his release, Tony even joined the foundation as a team member, continuing the mission of youth reform. This is a beautiful example of the love Martin Luther King Jr. is calling us to be. Again, seeking the redemption of the enemy, not their defeat. And of course, there was a lot of forgiveness work to be done on Azim's part to be able to choose the path of love. Azim's conscious choice to forgive and to allow love to guide his actions changed everything. For him, for the shooter, for the grandfather, and for everyone touched by the Tariq Kamisa Foundation. So if Azim Kamisa can boldly forgive his son's killer and offer him a path of redemption, think about how you can forgive someone in your life that is causing you anger, maybe causing you hatred, stealing your joy. If you can take that loving act of forgiveness into your actions, you will see that love equation just rise exponentially. Our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, he said, joy wasn't just an emotion. It was the result of consciously creating from love. He believed deeply in the power of thought, love, and spiritual awareness to create a life filled with peace, joy, and abundance. He said, life is a mirror and will reflect back to the thinker what he thinks into it. This means that cultivating love and joyful thoughts naturally brings more joy into our experience. He taught that love is the self-givingness of spirit, and joy arises when we align ourselves with the divine presence within. Love. Since I came to this church in 1998, I have never experienced more joy and more love. So much so that by practicing more love, my default is joy. And of course, there are difficult times when I'm not feeling joyful, and that's everybody. That's just natural. But what I now know is that through our teachings is that those are the times when I'm not aligned with love. Those are the times when I'm not aligned with spirit. And it is always, always, always my call to action. It's my call to practice love in whatever way. For myself, for others, for the whole world, for all living beings. Love's ascent is right where we are all the time. We have the power of choice to use it each and every day, actually each and every moment. And with it, to create a world, a more joyful world. This week, I invite you to use this equation and to demonstrate it. Go out in the world and multiply your love quotient, K times L, and create more joy. Make love an active noun by allowing it to live through your actions, planting seeds of love and reaping the joy. Keep practicing forgiveness over and over by loving your enemies and seeking their redemption, not their defeat. For this raises us up, all of us up, to the level of agape love, to the level of the four immeasurables. And so, in lieu of prayer, I wanted to close with a reading from Thich Nhat Hanh's book, Teachings on Love. May I know how to nourish the seeds of love in myself every day. May you know how to nourish the seeds of joy in yourself every day. May they know how to nourish the seeds of joy in themselves every day. May I be able to live fresh, solid, and free. May you be able to live fresh, solid, and free. May they be able to live fresh, solid, and free. May I be free from attachment and aversion, but not be indifferent. May you be free from attachment and aversion, but not be indifferent. May they be free from attachment and aversion, but not indifferent. These meditations help us water the seeds of joy and happiness in our stored consciousness. Joy and happiness are the food of a Zen monk. Before eating, we say, "May all beings be nourished by the joy of meditation." What is the nature of this joy? How can we touch true joy in every moment of our lives? How can we live in a way that brings a smile, the eyes of love and happiness to everyone we encounter? Use your talent to find ways to bring happiness to yourself and others. The happiness that arises from meditation and not from the pursuit of fruitless pleasure-seeking. Meditative joy has the capacity to nourish our mindfulness, understanding, and love. Try to live in a way that encourages deep happiness in yourself and in others. I vow to bring joy to one person in the morning and to help relieve the suffering of one person in the afternoon. Ask yourself, who can I make smile this morning? This is the art of creating happiness. And so it is. And now let's invite back to the platform Mark Wood. Yay!
Well, that was just what I needed. All right. There's so many great songs, you know. Last time I played, I did my own stuff because it seemed fitting for Father's Day. I had some father songs. So today, Let Your Love Flow got the juices going, didn't it? So now we're going to take you to a different place. This is a song by Van Morrison. And some of you may think of Van as the brown-eyed girl guy and that, but he writes so many amazing spiritual and uplifting songs, and this is one of them. I think you need to turn this. I need to put my chord in. Can you put just a little reverb on there? These are the days of the endless summer. These are the times, the time is now. There is no past, there's only future. There's only here, there's only now. Your smiling face and your gracious presence, the fires of spring are kindling bright. The radiant heart and the song of glory, crying freedom in the night. These are the days of that sparkling river. It's time that grace is our treasured find. This is the love of the one musician, turning water into wine. These are the days of the endless dancing on long walks in a summer's night. These are the days of the true romancing when I'm holding you oh so tight. These are the days of the sparkling river. It's time that grace is our treasured find. This is the love of the great musician, turning water into wine. These are the days that we must savor, and we must enjoy them as we can. These are the days that will last forever. You gotta hold them right there in your heart. Van Morrison. Thank you, everybody.
wowsy. So all we can say is wowsy. Mark, did you play that just for me? Because Van Morrison is my favorite, my all-time favorite. It's just absolutely gorgeous. We want to thank you for being here today. And to our amazing band, let's give them a hand. Just food for the heart, isn't it? Just so beautiful. And our songbirds, thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you all so much. And Reverend Karyn, may I just say thank you for that beautiful message. Beautiful message. I mean, we're going to take home that message of forgiveness and the meaning and just really ponder over that for a good chunk of time. Thank you. Well, it's time for our money blessing. I'd like to invite our ushers to come up on stage, please. This is a time for us to give back to that where we have been nourished through this music and this message and this fellowship with each other. So give generously. If you're giving today and watching on our live stream, there are prompts on the screen, or you can give to cslcv.org. We give thanks ahead of time for that. And please read our offering affirmation with me today. My offering is my acceptance of God and the source of my supply, and it symbolizes my faith in the abundant flow of this supply.
This is a song you all know, so I encourage you to sing this with me. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Those same words again. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. The face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love. One more time. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
In blessing these offerings, this collection, we give thanks for that which nourishes our centers. We give thanks for the law of reciprocity that moves through these offerings, knowing that they come back to each giver tenfold. And so it is. Amen. We'd like to just take a moment and thank all of you that have been in service this week. If you could just stand, because we want to just give you a little bit of love. Everybody that is standing today has contributed to making this service what it is. And without them, it wouldn't be so. So thank you. I hope you felt the love with that. And in this group, we have a group of practitioners. And practitioners are those that have been trained in the art and science of prayer. And prayer is the most beautiful form of talking with the divine and bringing new demonstrations into your life. So please avail yourself to take our gift. Our gift to you is a prayer, and one of our practitioners will be available for you in the back of our sanctuary today, right after our service. And those practitioners in service are Cheryl Lineman, we have Bonnie Chartney, and Kathy Story. Thank you all so much. We want to just take a moment and see if there's anybody out there that has come here for the very first time. Anyone? You just want to raise your hand for us? Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for being here today. We want to share a publication with you from our Science of Mind magazine. And also, if you didn't get a chance, if you would sign our guest registry as you walked in, that would be able to keep you in touch with what's going on here at the center. Great that you're here today. And I am delighted to invite Mary up to give us our invitations this morning. Give her a hand.
Okie dokie. We also have new issues of that Science of Mind magazine for sale in the lobby today. This issue contains 2 months' worth of daily meditations and inspiring articles. It's published every other month. On one side, it's the first month, you turn it over, and it's the second month. Conscious Connection will meet today in the lobby at 12 o'clock. That's an opportunity to have a deeper conversation of what we heard here this morning. Next Sunday, the Center for Spiritual Living defers to the Baha'i Center. It's their soul journey, which means that we will not have a meditation at 10. We will not have a regular service at 10:30, but the Baha'i community has their Soul Sunday at 11, and we participate with them, and we all look forward to that. Gatherings and Gourmets for God is our number one fundraiser, and last year we raised $5,000. It would be wonderful to have 5,000 or more this year as a product of these fun gatherings that we produce each year through volunteers who offer their homes or their activities, their leadership, to host an activity. And today we have 10 events. We have the clipboards on the table in the other room, and you can sign up for an event. Some of them, Grant and Rita are hosting a Kiwi garden party. That's right. And Arpad Petros is hosting a tour to the Huntington Gardens and Library and Museum, and that will, he's also hosting another event where he will instruct people on how to take better photos with your iPhone. So those are just a few of the things. Another one is that Dr. Alice is hosting an Oscar party next March at her home. So take a look at the offerings and sign up. There's a minimum bid for each event, and there's a limit to how many can participate. But when that limit is reached, you're encouraged to outbid another person. That's how we raise money. On Sunday, August 31st, we will have another fundraiser, which is exclusively to support our music program. Our wonderful band will perform for us on a love offering basis. But in addition to that, we have an activity called a 50-50 drawing, where you buy a ticket to participate in this drawing. Some lucky person will go home with half of what's in the jar. Kathy Story is selling tickets for that today. Okay. We have our weekly activities as usual. Mondays with Mary, that's me, is an online book study, and this book that we're studying now is called Friendship with God by Neil Donald Walsh. Yoga classes meet on Monday evening at 6, Tuesday mornings at 10 with Mike Ward. Shifting Sands meets on Thursdays, 10:30 to 12:30 at the center at the office in San Juan. Coming Home, Awakening to Spirit is an online support group that meets on Zoom Friday mornings at 8 a.m. and it's hosted by Joyce Fournier, all the way from Massachusetts. So if you need more information about these events, we have a colorful brochure in the lobby. You can take one home with you. You can also go to our website, www.csl.org, and you can open your email that comes on Monday or Friday, and those activities are listed in the email. All right. In 2 weeks, we welcome you back here when Dr. Alice will be back to give a topic on the turbulence of love. Okay, so there's often some turbulence happening when you have love relationships going on. We'll hear more about that. And our guest musician will be Melissa Suzanne. Now, if the songbirds come back and lead us in our closing song, please.
All right, we sing together. Here we go. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, we are family. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be a joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening as me today.
Something wonderful is happening as me too.
It's this thing called love.
It's this thing called love.
It's happening through my mind.
Happening through my mind.
It's happening through my body. It's happening through all my affairs. I know this. I accept this. I give thanks for this. And so it is.